Hey everybody, I'm Norris. It's April 11th and this is the Norris Group's Real Estate Headline Roundup outside. First up with a few stories, mortgage rates decreased right at the start of the spring home buying season, with 30-year rates now at 4.34% and the 15-year rate at 3.38%. Claims for unemployment decreased by 32,000 to 300,000, putting them at their lowest level since 2007. And foreclosures increased 4% month over month in March, but is decreased overall 23% year over year, putting them at their lowest since the second quarter of 2007. Consumers are apparently thinking it's a much better time to buy these days, according to the Fannie Mae Annual Consumer Survey. The percentage of people who feel positive about the market increased to 38%, up from 26% last year, and overall confidence about financial situations are up, and the amount of people who feel their financial situation will be worse in the next year has come to a much lower rate. Citigroup reached a settlement with 18 institutional investors and has agreed to pay $1.125 billion to resolve a long-standing issue regarding mortgage-backed securities and trusts that Citibank established from 2005 to 2008 during the financial crisis. Although yet to be confirmed, it has been accepted by the trustees. If so, it will relieve Citi and their duty to buy back mortgage loans sold into the trusts, and I wonder if that'll improve their the review that the government just did on them, so we'll have to wait and see. It was a rough week for the CFPB. The American Bankers magazine released an article claiming this Consumer Financial Protection Bureau showed signs of discrimination at the workplace. Not only that, the CFPB was also the topic of heated conversation at the Housing Financial Services Committee. Transparency issue, cost-benefit analysis, discrimination issues for minorities from recent regulation are just some of the topics placing the newish bureau on the defense. Many GOP reps think the agency should be combined with several other agencies and be much more transparent and accountable to the people that they serve. U.S. Congressperson Mark Takano is digging into the potential impact of institutional investors and their large stake in REO rentals. While nationally it doesn't appear to be that big of an issue, Mark Takano and several other congressional members are concerned at the local level. Mismanagement of such huge amount of rentals could have a huge impact on local markets. It will be interesting to see if Wall Street responds to these requests. Expect to also see banks get roped into the conversation, since they've worked heavily with Wall Street in the REO rental space. Remember a few years ago when Citibank had like 5,000 that they work with Carrington on. So it'll be interesting to see who they pull into these conversations. That's it for the headlines, but of course there are many more headlines on our blog at thenorrisgroup.com/blog. Up on the radio show this week, we've got something a little different. If you're ever looking to do new construction, it is law via SB 978 to use a fund control. Any repairs that are over $100,000 for a rehab, or if you're doing new construction, you have to use a third-party escrow or fund control. We've got John Bohannon, I think that's how to pronounce his name, from BuildZig on the radio show for the next 2 weeks, talking about that process and why it's important to use. We use them all the time for the Norris Group for our hard money lending for new construction, and it's worked beautifully. It's actually awesome. Coming up April 22nd, the Norris Group is going to be back in Washington, D.C. We're doing the Mortgage Bankers Association Single Family Rental Finance Summit. April 23rd, we're going to be doing a market update. May 15th, the market update with the Apartment Owners Association. And May 22nd, with Tigar, we're going to do a market update as well. For more information about our events and all hard money lending programs, including fix and flip, rental, and new construction, check out thenorrisgroup.com, or for trusted investing, check out tngtrustees.com. With that, have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you next week.